Engineer Gabi, you are fast. So Engineer Gabi is an agric engineer like me. I started the supervision before I left the UK, and he's still doing it. He's trying to rank up now. And interestingly, he's constructing tomato extracting machine. I didn't know I'm going to come to Nihort, but we just choose this topic because you know it is a part of the existing problem in tomato value chain. So, and luckily Nihort has been having a series of tomato coming out now. So Engineer Gadi, you are welcome. Also on the entourage of the team, which I believe the director of admission go and do for more years, is an active administrator. All of us know him. Most of you that have been receiving promotion in the last 2 years, if you don't greet him very well, no promotion next year. It is Mr. Inoman. When we are receiving the ear, you didn't clap. Oga say we not sign. So better the clap now. Okay, sign your promotion. And next to Mr. Hidroman is the media representative of the council. As you all know, the council has a own TV and radio house, and Oga is trying to take it to the next level. That's Mrs. Adiza. To tell you that Oga is special to me. Mrs. Adiza is from my town, from my quarters. And Oga brought my sister to come and see me today. So, on behalf of the Executive Secretary, which I tried to do the introduction, I welcome you greatly to this sitting, sir. We're looking for you to host you. This is Nihort, sir. This is our auditorium. And seated there are all the staff of the Grace Institute. We still have in the other room there. In the headquarters here, we have almost 70% of our staff residing there. And we've got across both research scientists, agri-technologists, field overseer, admin staff, and accountant for the staff. My executive secretary, sir. Nihort has been great in doing a lot of technologies over the years. We are created in 1975 by FAO before it metamorphosed into a full-fledged research institute. And over the time, we've been charged with the genetic improvement, which we've been doing assiduously within the permitted time and resources. And as we go around, sir, you see some of the work we've been doing, both in the past and what we have been presently. What we have achieved so far in Nihort was not without the support of the Arcn and the federal ministry, which is the parent ministry. And we're still looking for more opportunity and more support, because to a child, it's always requesting from the father. I believe by the time general discussion session, I will let my staff, my colleagues, to evaluate and put forward most of the things that are consigned to us when we discuss how we can move forward and what we need to do. But basically, sir, we have not been let down in discharging our responsibility at both national and regional levels. You coming around, sir, will give you opportunity to see what we are doing, criticize us, applaud us, so give us pan at the back and you're doing well, or you need to do this one better. And I will not tell you, Mr. Chairman, sir, that most of the things you will see, once I've gotten a lot of credit for it, which you can still tell us to do well. And we look forward to more support from you. It's never finished from a child to his parent or to our parent. So we are going to be on the list by moving forward. And one content one I would want to put before you that this welcome address is the executive secretary, sir, is to help us to look into the funding pattern of our research. It has not been favorable in most cases to us, sir. Like, for example, this is September, we are just trying to receive some funds, which virtually have waited this time. We will not be able to do anything. So we have to use our ingenuity to get to feed, because our issue, our research, our field work, they are timeless, and if you make that time, it's very difficult. Another part of it is the genetic improvement we carry out in the crop improvement. If there is positive of one, you can stay for 1 year, you can take the work back to 3-4 years backward. So there is need for adequate planning, which I believe your leadership style, the way you started, is going to take us to the promised land and fulfilling the full security vision of Mr. President. And just like the minister said, it's no longer full security now, it's full sovereignty now, which we are moving towards. The Executive Secretary, sir, I'm glad to welcome you to Nihort, to look at us and motivate us more so that we can do more. I can tell you, sir, for free and with all my sincerity, the people seated here today and the other room, they have great access to this country. I've seen that in my 3.5 years in Nihort. When I came, I was thinking it's the end of the world, but with their maximum cooperation, after a lot of, that's why I told you, Mr. Executive Secretary this morning, that both take and talk, they do fight. But the most important part of it is to get to where we're going. We've fought, we've prayed, we've banter, we've laughed, and a lot of things, but at the end of the day, we have our targeted one, we are meeting it. So I believe Mr. Executive Secretary, Mr. Chairman, you are my chairman, so I'll call you Mr. Chairman, sir. This is not political gathering. It's a research gathering, but you are the chairman of this seat. So I'll be calling Mr. Chairman. I believe if you motivate us more, we are going to get to where we're going, and this nation will be at the better end of cabinet. So on behalf of myself, the Management Committee of the Grace Institute, and all the staff, we welcome you wholeheartedly and gladly tonight, sir. Thank you very much.
Once more, you can give the ED a round of applause. Thank you very much, sir. Before we go further, I'd like to introduce the team of the Executive Secretary to Nihort today. I'll start by, first of all, introducing the ES himself, in person of Dr. Abubakar Adamu. Please, a round of applause. You are welcome, sir.
What's your promotion to be signed next year?
That's better. Thank you so much. That's better. Next is Dr. Aliyu Shuaibu Madugu. He's the Director of Planning and Research and Statistics. Please, thank you very much, sir. You are welcome to Nihort. Then we have Dr. Olufemi Salako, Director of Plant Resources. You are welcome, sir. We also have Mr. Kayode Ayedobon, Assistant Director. You are welcome, sir. Next is Engineer Mohammed Gabi Ndana, SC to Executive Secretary. Last but not the least is Mrs. Khadija Oluwatoyin Amin, Head of Public Relations. You are welcome. So we proceed by calling on the Executive Secretary to give us address. Thank you so much, sir. Sir? Okay.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. when he said this is not a photograph, he's making a mistake. I was brought here by the party, which is APC. And by the service of God, 2027 is non-negotiable. I want to come. So that's why I said, let me correct him. We are carrying the flag, and we must fly very high. 2027 is still around the corner, which is non-negotiable. Our local. So you should get that. So if you say it's not party affair, then tomorrow you should be thinking of going back to Abuja. And then you have that place to be. Because you never buy the hand of Abi? The Bokuro? Before that, I wanted to sing a choral before I do my speech. I wanted to join me. It may sound not, you don't understand the language, but if you join me, you understand the language. Do you have any choir messages? I was on the give us Nihort, just take it. So that's all the message I brought to you. Nihort is false. I am continuing to be false. Based on what I've seen, what I saw, I'm not going around that I know is false. And whatever it is to keep on fighting, they want to do it. All the money girls now, the ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a great pleasure to be here today on this organization call to your institute, where we have an opportunity to interact in Abuja at the various forums, like what we did last time. This marked the very first visit to your institute since assuming office as the Secretary of the Council. This visit holds a special significance for me. It offers not only the chance to deepen my understanding of the important work you do, but also to see firsthand the remarkable achievement you have recorded and challenges you continue to navigate. As one of the institutes under our supervision, your contribution are essentially to advancing the mandates for the Horticultural Sector of Nigeria, and by extension, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. I wish to sincerely commend the leadership and staff of the institute for your unwavering commitment to our shared vision, even in the face of daunting sectoral challenges. I look forward to strengthening our collaboration with you, supporting your initiative, aligning them with national priorities, and ensuring that together we deliver the great impact for the transformation of our culture and prosperity of our nation. As you are well aware, our work sits at the very heart of agriculture, one of the strongest pillars and driver of Nigerian economy. Today, the expectations placed on us are even greater under the renewal agenda of the President and the recently declared state of emergency on food security by Mr. President. For us, as the key constituents of the national agricultural research system, the task is clear. We must redouble our effort in research, training, and extension. Those are the levers that will first fast-track innovation, raise productivity, expand our GDP, and ensure that Nigeria is firmly on track to achieve sustainable development goal by the year 2030. Agricultural research must remain the engine of growth, but more than that, it must drive transformation by forging stronger linkage with training and extension. Only through this integrated approach can we accelerate the speed of change and deliver the outcome that our nation urgently requires. consumption office, I must tell you that the charge from the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Horticultural, COA, was thorough and clear. The National Agricultural Research Council, the National Agricultural Research Institute, NARIS, and the Federal Agricultural Federals must renew their focus on the deliveries of our core mandates, agricultural research, training, and extension. Today, I pass the same task onto you today to urge you to do the following. One, prioritize research into genetic improvement as well as all aspects of production, management, and processing of your mandate commodities, which you are already doing. Intensify the implementation of breeders and foundations to meet national demand, which I know you are already into that. Strengthen the dissemination and adoption of proven research technology. Revigorate research and other collaborative platforms to ensure stronger linkages across the system. On the other part, the Council will spare no effort in providing support, coordination, and policy backing necessary for you to succeed in delivering on your mandates. Together, we must ensure that the agricultural system fulfill the mission of delivering innovation, productivity, and food security for our nation. It will interest you to know that we recently engaged positively with the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, which is TETFund, with the aim of ensuring that our subsector also benefits from the valuable intervention they are handling in the educational sector. Those discussions have been promising and assure you that we will sustain the fruitful engagement and continue to advance and advocate vigorously until this aspiration becomes a tangible reality for the institutions. What I'm saying is that we are already, when I came into the system, most of we are part of the test from before, but now we are listed. So we want to know what happened. And thank God the ES is our own. Once the secretary and director in the ministry. The second day we clear out me, being a hospital, discuss with him about our grievances, why our monetary system. We are the engine of the Nigerian economy. We do better than whatever others are doing, and now we are doing better. We have the number of page holder, the breeder, and other. Why are we not part of the system? Not so very simple. What does understand me? The law is there, they are working on it to make it a reality. When I say no problem, we will go there, and so what we can do to bring it back. This time our local. After that, we say, I cannot go home. You tell my leaders, I came here and I didn't come against. What do we do? So let's sign on with you. There are other actual conventions, billions, that if you don't get this one now, get that one. So I'm telling you now, we have already finished on that process of signing the MOU. When we go to Abuja now, we'll sign the MOU. We are going into that. But what we are going is to know which areas we come with this intervention. We have the money, we don't know where to take the money to. So that we are going on the manifestation to know which areas, which should need more. After that, all the problems, we now prioritize them. Which one come first? To come in pieces. So I was able to achieve our mandates. That's what we're working on that. The Council has initiated a review of condition and scheme of service for both NARIS and FFS. This is already the pipeline. 94 hours, I was told that the unions are already prepared to go on strike by December last week. So it's not a problem. We approach the head of service, we discuss with them, and by the end of this month, for the next month, we'll get the result. And by extension, also told them, by the time we get this one implemented, we'll start working on the new one. But this time, towards the time, most of the things that are already gone out of context. So what we did, we don't want to add two things to the scheme of science, which is the SAC professor and additional SAC professor. So that by the time we have over 100 PhD holders, some of them are qualified to become professors. By virtue of with their publication and their staff every day of the field. So we don't those two content, which I need your prayer and support. By the time we get that, when it comes to now, next time, you have 100 professors. Different A and B's. And we are working as Thursday, with the National Assembly, with Senator. In Nigeria, we will have to move. We don't think we have to move to see how we can educate and get it passed. So all we need is support. We are already working in close collaboration with the other service, our district federation, to ensure the process and their sustainability. In addition, we will continue to engage all relevant stakeholders because this reform can only succeed through broad consultation, transparency, and shared ownership. We cannot achieve this if there is no transparency. While this is done, everybody has to do their own best to push them. Because what we have just said, our own condition of promotion to associate professor should be different part of our university. We move ahead, a step ahead of them. So we have publications, more than 100, 20 to 50, which qualifies us to there. But the virtue of our lecture, what we are praying, it's a prayer. I won't get there to schedule, and I know my God is will get there. The following the same needs assessment and baseline study, the council has commenced strategic engagement with the National Horticultural Fund, which their mandate is to release money for narrative and editors for their research. But for now, they have carried the base study, all these things were considered for now, for each particular council. But when we came in power, we have to approach that. Since it's not enough, going back the key, we need to step up to have more. So we did the expansion by 12 instead of 6. So we have 12, it will really go around. But the fund coming for Nadi, coming for telecom, coming for intervention, at least our grass at this will not fly again. We don't wait until we have a plan. Once it starts coming with intervention, will come. The system will keep on growing. Because our research sometimes, if you don't have money, there's a season. Some are into the rainy season, some are dry season. And when the rainy season is going, you have to repeat it next year, which we don't want you to have. So that's why we're working, trying to make see that all these things come to play. This insight gained from the exercise are very valuable. We are committed to ensure that they are translated into practical intervention that will strengthen our institutions and significantly improve service delivery across the system. In addition, the Council is taking a deliberate measure to strengthen the monitoring and evaluation, which we all know as M&E, framework for our subsector. Before now, M&E is not taken seriously, and for us to have that transparency and accountability, and what we are doing, we know we are 100% perfect, but we should do some level of justice. Whether project, research, we are giving. It's for our home group, it's for our nation, and the nation can come. They are looking out to our children, they want to take over one day. Whatever we do today, they are going to see tomorrow. If you do it very well, if you do it anyhow, they will be healthy. So that's why MIU is strengthened. So, and on that note, when I send anybody for MIU to come and look at something, maybe to come and do their monitoring and evaluation, please, they are not coming for cooperation. We are doing our mandates of coordinating, supervision, and work, and management, and regulation. So if it is not there, the work will not go the way we want it to go. And we ourselves, we need some data for planning. If you don't plan ahead of time, if you like plan, that's why the third world countries are ahead of us, because planning, they have data. Every time they have the data. So they hear their plan. So we want to strengthen the work in that direction. A more robust MI system will enable us to track progress, identify gaps, and provide timely support. When we go around and we see why you have problems and gaps, within ourselves, we have some form that will call you easy, tell you some video, put it in this area. No, if you don't contact us, we are on our we are smart, we are different. And that's why we are looking for those as I want to. But we have other sources because we in this area we need funds at any time. Because the site is ongoing. And really, this is moving. It's not ready. So as it's moving, we also have to move it in. So we need to have some funds. If it's not going to push it in. When it comes, we pick it back to where we take it, then we'll continue forward. That's what we are going. The council is in the process of updating the guideline for management of marriage and affairs. This update is necessary to ensure that the guideline reflects current reality, promote best practice, and enhance seamless coordination across our district. It is important to state that there is remaining a critical need for an up-to-date staff audit. This is one of my reform agenda, which I feel is very, very important to have up-to-date number of your staff. But of the back staff audits. The way we do this, as well, we are collaborating with some of the IT department or MIE as mentioned in some contracts. We are developing a software where everybody will go there and log in, put all the data, put everything you have, you put it there. After some time, we now go there and download. Now we form the basis of our investigation for staff auditing. Are we together? Yes. If you prove you have masters, that's the original. No two outside. Because result criteria. People who want this certificate that is not theirs, just because we get the position. We are aware, we know that they are here, they are there, they are here. But we mention it. But when we get to the field, some of them will run the law. Honestly. But then I don't be happy you have masters, many of them. We watch with the ED. We have all the results. We verify before we can do some verification on the registers of the LSUs we have. They give us the list. It's not business as usual. Some people are not here. Some of them are in abroad, some of them are somewhere taking another job. But they are blocking our children. You know them. I know them. They know them. But we mention them. When we get there, they will come out. So that give other people chance to get a job. We are not here because the border is there, the state is there, cannot come. If you come, they will transfer you. We are not here on the blower. Blow the whistle will help you. If you blow the whistle, you have to water follow it. But this is not business as usual. If you are not in the system, you cannot benefit from to the area. Leave people that to benefit. Are we together? Yes. Some information which we need to take very, very seriously. On this note, I wish to emphasize the following priorities for all nurses. I wish to emphasize the following priorities for all nurses and efforts. 1. Present and submit your proposed annual budget to the council in a timely manner for us to move ahead in this nation. We want to have our proposed budget ahead of time. We don't maybe tomorrow to come, we'll start all up and down. Have that approach. No. We need to do this. Submit it in time. So I will to work on that. So I won't go to the assembly. We'll spend 1 hour, we are out. But when you give you a paper, you just delay to defense. You make a mistake. If I figure out by something, you miss. But when you have at least 1 month, you realize that you go through it, you make a consultation. This one is okay. Do you need to add? Do you need to remove? This project you are putting here, how do you go around to it? Go and lobby to get it. But in Nigeria, you must have to go to some level to get what you want. You have to be there. 2, maintain a proper channel of communication or engagement with the council and other authorities. But what I'm saying is that you should understand, when you are writing anything, you don't bypass the council. You don't bypass your regulating agency, your coordinating agency. Write to us, to minister, to PAMSEC, that's how we communicate. And even here too, any information coming to us, it has to be endorsed. You have to come through ED. Don't because you have a brother in Abuja, you can write without even knowing. If you get to, have this, you know what, I don't know what I am. Go for anything, we take care. So submit quarterly reports in line. Submit quarterly reports in line with ministerial deliverables as well as annual reports to the council has and when due in accordance with the law. Whatever we are doing, by the acts. Another is good for us to have the acts. Very soon we are making know your acts, or shall know your acts. But I want to make it available. You read them, you digest them, so that nobody will mislead you. But if you don't know the law, and you know it's never an excuse. Before you know, you are already survived. So the verse submit promptly to the council a list of new research technologies developed in order to regularly update the relevant dashboard. Here, all we do is that as we are doing staff auditing, we are also doing other things. That we are the day we are released. Because we have TV, we have radio in Abuja. We have all those contents. That I have my parents to get all the numbers of the parents of what they institute. So every time you go, you have your content that you want to make. Send to us, we advertise it through our TV station, which everybody will see what we are doing. You can never hide your work in isolation. No. IT is the direction, and that's why everyone will see us, that we are working. So all these are all ongoing. And what is happening, I want to ask something. By the time you want to apply for promotion, we at the council, by the time we finish with our audit, at the dashboard in my office, when I just carry on what I press, Nihort, I want to know who are applying for promotion. On the dashboard, I have a promotion on the database. I want to know who are coming to this doctor, this Mr. This. If you're not qualified, your name is on the list, we'll see there. Before we come, we mark them. We stay. And for the purpose of either promotion, retirement, and all that thing, we have them there. The dates are there, the year, the documents are there, so I want to use NIM as one of the basis of input to the platform. So when do you put it, everything will come out for transparency and availability. So all do that, but they are coming for promotion, whatever thing is there. Instead of appointment of anything, we don't need to call you to give us fine. We don't need to call you to give us this. When you delay, you use one that your passport, one passport, we see their seniority. We do our send it to you. To make our very easy and seamless. The era of analog has come. And that's why you don't know my name. I was on the name digitized years. Just because of the reform, we are going digitalized. If for your phone, you can access. For your phone, you can open to our air system. See, you can watch it now. Go to the from the Play Store. Download KUKI. Download it, and then follow. You watch our live program. And that's what I want to emphasize, that all the heroes, we have enough content from this house, from tomato, from pineapple, many. That throughout the year, we'll be having content released on our TV showing farmers different content. And that's why we're going on the debate platform. We want to go either JSTV or JSTV or the two partners. Or which one? Because we need a water approach. On that note, we need support from these because we can't do it alone. It's a joint effort. So at the competence of the home, you turn on TV, you're watching Nihort, for releasing this. Small time you watch, listen, Rise of October. No, that will keep going here. These people are really doing what they need to do to move the system to the next level. Okay, the next one, submit updated staff nominal rule as at 1st January of every year. Some of the EDs, I don't know that's the Human Resources Department, they don't care to update their nominal rule. To avoid crisis, when you update the nominal rule, you wait until they have to submit to Abuja. Promotion is hard work, no, you have to develop it every year you submit. So for us, because sometimes you want to appoint somebody, you don't know who's not there, they'll send it to you, I don't have time. What's the time? They'll send it there. I said to us now, we will be making wrong judgment. But what belongs to you, we take it to somebody. And you know that it's your own. What happened is, what you know, right? Civil society organization, right? The years must go, the years must do. That is it, because common protocol, we are misinformed. And that's why with proper guidance, every January, update your nominal role and submit to the council. We have a mark, what is photocopy and how must be updated in the slide drive. We have our system, we have our protocols, so that by the time we are making some references, admin can go there and make some words, and before you know they are done, you don't call it, the doctor comes to Abuja for data. Which data? Because things come like that. So it's very, very important. Submit a list of staff eligible for promotion together with all relevant documentation to the council at least 1 month ahead of schedule. Date for promotion is set. This is very clear and important. Your promotion is coming up. You are filling your form, doing all that things, documentation. For you to submit this into, you will submit this in maybe 1 week to the promotion site. How do you study it? And if you leave by 1 day, it will affect your data or less valid. We don't want anything backdated. Let's do it as one do. Give us the information 1 month, we will go through it, we check everything, we listen to about if there's any omission or submission, we will ask you. Check again. Don't let anybody out of the promotion. We don't want litigation on union or any other society organization, which is very, very key. But somebody has worked for this promotion at K59 by error or something. It's very, very painful. And maybe because he didn't protect my house, I was coming to the office, I will punish you. Don't worry, I will come, I will punish you. So this promotion has a strategy. There's also blower. They are here, they are there, they are here. You blow it up, just straight. We take it up. Invite the Indian, invite those that are in charge, and invite you to go. Don't be afraid, nobody will intimidate you. It's all right. And we have to do what we have to do. But if you fail to do it, the system will not forgive us, and the country also will not forgive us, and the generation will not forgive us, because you are shutting somebody's career. So if somebody is fighting, you forget about the fighting. Do the right thing. When you go out, go and fight. Don't try to fight today. You can go out, when you are coming, you can shake hands. Enter now, after you when you go there, start fighting again. So don't matter. So let's do that. Let's respect that. And India, the people, I don't even believe this, but there are people that are in charge of those systems. You know the when it's time, you work as, right, alpha. I just wanted this one, but this is about the social that we know. But the one that goes to the depth, one that is promotion side, say, but when it's supposed to be there, I don't know, and there's no one like that. So we do, if that man is done, we have many reasons than to use our king to follow the person. According to respect to ARC staff sent on any official assignments to your college. Listen, respect is a reciprocal there. Power belongs to God. He gives to whom he chooses to give to. Must be in your mind. And by virtue of standing here, I'm nobody, but God chose me to lead millions of people today. It's a privilege, and I must not abuse it. So, no matter how they send to this place, whether it's small or big, who are you seeing that time? Who? Yes. Clap for us. So, if you do that to me, you give me, if I will come here, you give me to me. When you come, give me to me. If I will come here, you give me Amala, Azabula, give me the same thing. We don't see as when you come here, and that's what if you do that, you are expecting home. Yes. And yes, will come back and you use this. We got to do that. I pray that will happen this month. Because you are people. And they always started here. People are happy. Nobody has no cancer face. I don't see anybody with cancer face. Let me check what else. That's all. In closing, I urge all of you to continue to foster collaboration, innovation, and excellence in your respective institutions and academies. Working together, we can position the agricultural research system to drive one, productivity, ensure food security, and contribute meaningfully to prosperity of our nation. Mr. President has spoken in many of his fora that food security should be a thing of past. And we have to work towards that. No option to work towards that. So for us to do this, all kinds of developments work together for prosperity of this Nihort, Oyo State, and Nigeria at large. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. I believe the years deserve another round of applause. Thank you so much. Because you are all visitors, sir, we would like to welcome you formally. I'll call on the Horticultural units to come with the flowers to welcome you officially to the institute. Thank you so much. The Horticultural unit program, right? Next on the agenda is the comments and responses. And I would like the ED of the Institute, Professor Atandalawa, to start. Comments and responses after the ED and the members of staff.
Yes, okay, you coordinate it. Have the coordinate okay, yes. Yes, we should. Two comments here, and it's going to be 1 second. So that yes, yes. So, I'll give Dr. Oke, Dr. Elifla, Dr. Arcn, chance to talk. There's Dr. Oke, who is there again? Yes, sir. What's my manager, yes, sir. Thank you, Dr. So, maybe you have something for Dr. Okay? Okay, big mountains here. Anybody here who wants to say it? As there, anybody here? Sometimes anybody here? Okay, so we start with Dr. Deliver, we go to Dr. Arcn, then keep Dr. Okay? That's three management staff. Then
Hello. Why I want to hear from Aswe and the other partner? Because I'm a Tonasi. Oh, you know, there are some. The one there to do.
Actually, no, you don't win the battle. Please, make it snappy. Dr. Niplan, 1 second.
Good afternoon, our distinguished Executive Secretary, Dr. Adamu Abubakar Gamba. Good afternoon to the entourage, from Dr. Shua to Dr. Marlon. Our engineer, sorry I couldn't get your name, Dr. Ayedogo. This is the first time I'm getting the name and the face together. I always wanted to. I know, we know ourselves very well. We are highly delighted to have you here today. Your presence is a good indicator of a man of action. And other things I can put together about you, you are conscious of time. And your language capability. For us to have somebody who understands and speaks the major tribes of this country, it shows you a good man. And I'm not surprised as a politician. You're coming to our great institutes, National Horticultural Research Institute, is one and only in the West Africa. I know you have seen your art, and today, from the discussion with the ED, you know we have the talent in different aspects, I can tell you, and I can guarantee. And we've learned to live together, no matter how rough it has been. And also, we are very delighted to have you, our Executive Secretary, looking down on what you have proposed and the action within less than 4 months in the office. Let's put our hands together. A man who is ready to lead us, guide us, direct us, to motivate us. And we are assuring you, with your assistant, with the executive director, with the IMC and the staff, we will not fail you. We are ready to work, and we also need the encouragement. The one thing I know most of the time that has been a bit of challenging to us is timely, untimely funding. You know, agriculture is not something we can wait for. So we employ you to help us in that aspect, sir. Okay. Well, I'm Senator. We are delighted to have you, and we are ready to work with you. I will pray that God will also help you. We will not fail you, and you will not fail us. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. You are welcome again, sir. I would just thank you for the beautiful presentation that you have done for us today. I also mention the fact that we need your assistance in terms of increase in the number of substations that we have. We're supposed to have experimental stations in the areas like Arcn, like Horticultural, and some areas that we have large volumes of vegetables that are coming, and our impact has not been well felt in that area. Sir, we trust your leadership and we believe that you will do a very great thing for us. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, sir. I want to congratulate you, sir, on your new role as the Executive Secretary of the Arcn, and I pray that it will be a promising beginning for your future filled with more achievements for you, sir. Sir, I have a letter for you, which is a letter from a daughter to a father. It reads thus. You will recall, sir, that each NARI was established to focus on specific commodities for genetic improvement, technology generation, and dissemination, without ambiguity. However, there has been a deviation in this, which reflects in the call for managed sharing, or even complete overtaking by the NARI. Sir, relatively on that, Nihort has suffered greatly from such unethical demand, particularly on tomato. Despite Nihort's achievement that has been mentioned by the Executive Director, which you affirm. Sir, we're not relaxing on that, we're not resting on our arse, we're still seeking to continually achieve more. Specifically, sir, some staff of IAR have mandated themselves continually to disparage Nihort at political or scientific gatherings with national and international representation, and to justify their political flaw. Sir, Nihort, on the other hand, we have continued to act honorably and morally towards IAR. I'll give you an example, sir. We developed biopesticide called name-branded Nihort Little and Nihort Arcn. That biopesticide was given to IR&T to test on animal under a project named FAO Project NIR 3604. The analysis was done by them, and they came with the report that it was effective, and the Federal Ministry of Agriculture has been using that, given to farmers to use. With that, sir, regardless of that, Nihort is not feel entitled to maize research at all. In fact, when we have people come to Nihort seeking that, we refer them back to IRT or IR. And so, my plea, sir, I therefore implore you, sir, as the father of NARIs, to use your expertise, passion, leadership quality, and your good office, sir, to coordinate and supervise NARI for restoration of order, ethics and collaboration on mandate focus on significant impact in Nigeria, sir. Once again, sir, congratulations on your appointment. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Let me also welcome our executive secretary tonight. And I've mentioned that now I personally agree that it is up. I'm the chairman. I'm going to start with what to present. There are two things that I want to pick here. The first one is this issue of the professorship. We appreciate it. We find that most of our colleagues, because of this professorship, they gap out to other universities. And if we can have such thing in the research institute, that will give us the opportunity that the brain drain is not being taken to the university. Yeah, and my desire here is that it's going to get to the end of it in a successful road. Yeah, the second one, sir, is also concerning you want to do it in a perfect and in a good way, especially when it comes to the promotion things. Okay? Personally, I feel what is good for the good is also good for the bad. And we have found out that over years, people have done some things and they have escaped. They have get the promotion and we able to get all this understanding. And by the time we are now presenting our own case, you have done it for this person. Do it for us. They will be telling us no. God bless you. I will put it in that place so that there won't be any. Once again, the other one is the issue of the stream of service. We want, and like you have said, it's over many years, it should be more than 15 or 25, that they are not signing up. And it's already outdated. And then we would like a renewed approach on it and get a better house. God bless you, sir. I want to use this opportunity once again to give a very big bossa to the executive secretary. Bossa! 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 Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Comrade Adijola Urala, the chairman of senior staff of Nihort. We want to congratulate you and thank you for coming to Nihort at this moment with, sir?
You are not congratulating your guy.
I'm congratulating you, sir. Okay, let's do this. Ani baba baba to mo yomo fi wa sere baba to mo yomo we appreciate your coming, and honestly, we have not had it more better. We can't have more better than this. With all the proposal you brought to us, we know that you are ready, and we are promising that we are ready. And we can't promise you that we won't have problem, honestly, as a union. But if you are able to follow all these things that you promised us, we won't have problem, honestly. And also, we want to tell you that what is good for the goose is good for the gander. When you are talking about the fairism of all staff, like people that have PhD getting to professor, we know we have people that are non-academic staff that have PhDs too, that have additional qualification. Please, let's look into this too. As we are promoting them, as we are talking about their welfare, we should be talking about the welfare of non-academic staff as well. and all this disparity in HND, BSc that go to me, please help us to look into it as well. I know that with the aid that we are resolving most of these issues on ground, and we pray that God will continue to help you. And Comrade Ayejogbon, I'll call him Comrade, he has been helpful to us. You're welcome, sir. Thank you for how far you are meeting our people in past years in terms of promotion. We appreciate that. And we know that we are going to have it now. Because most times promotion is a problem. That you cannot go, you will go, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. But we'll be having it now. We pray that now it is better already. We know that with your coming, it's going to be best. Thank you for coming.
Good afternoon, sir. Almost afternoon, sir. My name is Comrade Ogunkenye Abide, National Chairman, Nihort branch. It's good to have you here. Nasu great. Yes. Nasu great. Yes. Great too. Great too. Great too. Great too. 3 Gosa for the ES. Gosa. 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 Sir, we'd like to thank you. Appreciate it. We also like to commend the fact that you chose to come, and we are highly delighted. In fact, all the things that the presentation we gave have a way of soothing us, especially my own people. Because, sir, we have wonderful leaders here. And I know we have the ED who came and has begun a wonderful work. Also, we have the INC. Also, we have the INC who has been a wonderful supporter to me. So we are not missing word because one thing that you know, like you said to her, comrades, with all due respect, if we have problem, we will know. And if we don't have, we would like you to know. However, they are really trying, but there are other areas that things are not really going well with us. These areas, some of them we are touched. Some I would like to outline for you, sir. But before I go, I also like to commend all the leaders that you came with, and also my wonderful uncle here, Comrade Ayejogbon. We are saying all this for you to know that you have a good hands. We believe in you, and as NASU, we are here to support you 100%. However, Oga, when we cry, that we need food. We don't cry if we are not hungry. We cry because we need food. In some areas, the ED and the INC are really doing a wonderful job. For plus, some of our members last year, we mentioned area of promotion, some of us need promotion. Either by omission or by mistake. This doesn't go well with us because we don't travel like all our others to travel. sometimes you don't have additional pocket takeaway, like it will come to some. One of the things we depend on is promotion. So when it doesn't get to us and we react, that's how we are. We would like to let you know about this. Also, career progression is giving us issue. It's an important area. We have beautiful hands, yes. But when our people also show the sign of they want to grow, they should allow us to also grow and get to our peak. It's a base. We believe the scheme of service has created a path for everybody to grow. Let us grow. Don't cause our head. But that was the last thing I'd like to say. More so in the area of welfare. So we need clinic. We are always out there. We need clinic. We are the one who work on the field. We are the one who stay with bikes. We are the one who fall from skyscraper while we are climbing. We are the one who touches electricity. When we have need in that area, we need all those amenities that will get us stronger to be able to give best that we have. I'd like to submit this. Thank you.
Ready for this manifestation? Only the moment when your battles are way, see if you back to do, I do what it costs to my job. Where my guy was dancing, you did it, I've had that program almost 10 years ago. It's a commission about to do what I did you want. So, because for Gato to respond, yes, I just want to clear 2 areas. One, the one stated by Dr. Oke, precisely the summary is that what Dr. Oke was saying that we have issue whereby some other nuns, research students are encroaching into our own mind. We have just last week that happened. And in some cases, in our own case, like the biopesticide she's talking about, can care for albino. We never disclose that to outside. But when people come, say they should meet IRA will give us and release it. But in our own case, some research institute, CDA, IRA, they are taking the job that belongs to them. That's what. On what he said about the clinic, I think I want to talk. Maybe I've discussed that with IMC. There is a senator that in his consistency project has related a clinic. God will see you a lot of things in that. So, just, God is not complaining for us. Yes. So.
Hello, I'll go to Commission. Yeah, so we know what they are giving us is true. So I'm not want to put inside again.
So, those are the 2 areas I want to clarify. Thank you, sir.
Management of Nihort staff, good afternoon. Well, yes, I've mandated me to get up and say 1 or 2 words, responding to some of the issues raised by the people who have just spoken. Let me put it this way. I took note of this one issue of delay release and funding. I also took note of the issue of expansion of our substation. I took note of the issue of promotion raised by you guys. What is good for the case is good for the Canada. I took note of the parity of HND and the issue, as well as the issue of IR Nihort, and then the issue of promotion of service. This is what I noted, and I will just give one of the few words regarding these matters. Now, let me start with the funding issue. The issue of release of fund for research, just to have agitated for this long before now, because today, in terms of release of funding, not just for our research, but even for agricultural production, it's not coming. Why? Because agricultural activities are coming, and also if we're going to research is also timely, because it goes with the season and it goes with the weather. As well as this issue of, if you look at it critically, let me tell you, the livestock based research institutions are also companies who care in terms of funding release. At the end of the day, if you cannot release funds, even the animals they use in their research need to eat to survive. So if you don't have that funding, the challenge for those things to survive. We have pushed that before the government separately when it comes to budgetary release. If you look at it, before we have started getting it a little bit better, where funds are actually being released at the appropriate time, and mostly likely 100%. But look at this year, for instance. The challenge is that for 2025, not even any has been released yet. And even for 2024, some of these students have not had it up to 50% release. And look at it, we are almost ending this year. So the only alternative way Arcn would have intervened was the issue of our own research grants, so that at least research doesn't suffer, even if other activities suffer. And unfortunately, the issue of research grant, the funding release also has stopped for a long time. However, last year, November, when there was the National Council of Agriculture, I think the Arcn represented before the council the issue of revitalization of our research landscape. And then we are looking at funding sources where this will fund flow all through the years, so that we don't have that challenge. However, we got that all of that, and they have identified one of the sources which is supposed to be the National Agricultural Development Fund, NAD fund. So Arcn is working with modalities of NAD fund, so that we will have these resources available. And any research that we want to carry out in our institution that is under the grant, assuring you that if you see any clear funding released, then it must be the technical program from the institution. Because the money will be there and be ready to be released at any moment. You have conducted activities and it needs to be. But for the government matter, the fact is that it is a little bit challenging for us to address it as it is right now. But we are looking at alternate sources. And like years just spell it out, yeah, matter with the telephone. If telephone is intervening, it's not going to be only in terms of infrastructure in our institutions and colleges. Rather, it's also going to be in terms of research and production. Just recently, the telephone had an approval from the Executive Council, but that is only for the universities because they are the beneficiaries. For commercial farming, and they are using 1 billion per university. So they are starting with 10, and they have opened it up for all the universities to apply. Many had applied. My executive secretary said they are immediately resumed, which was made one of the final numbers to access those universities, which they have done, and they have made their recommendations done. So those universities will enjoy 1 billion, and the billion is just for them to have a state fund, revolving fund to go into agricultural practice, which we felt, if our research is to get this type of benefit, we felt better. And we're going to make better additional solutions. So, however, MOU, like you said, had been placed before the telephone, and by the time we signed that, other opportunities will come, and our institutions are going to enjoy that. On the issue of the substation, that is also one of the things we raised at the NCA, which approval was given. Now, we are looking at the modalities where funds will come, not just to expand and increase the number, but also to make sure that the existing ones are up to standard and be used. We have, I don't know much of Nihort, but we have had much of our research institutions where the substations are just not doing nothing, they are more. In fact, some of the state governments are already taking back those stations because they felt it is becoming a hub for criminals to just enjoying and relax themselves because no activity is happening there. Though they are also relocating us back because where we have for may likely be outskirts, but now it's with populations going into the cities, and so the felt it was our criminals, so we are still moving on about where at least, but that one, it is the Arcn level. We're not only placing it before the institutions, the Arcn is also for funding, and we are going into general rehabilitation of all our past stations. But additionally, the ED, for the request here just I think if you have identified areas and states where you think your presence should be, it is good you put up a proposal and present that before you ask them, so that we look at whether sources that we use to do all those centers. The issue of promotion and parity and challenges and missing, because I will join us and this together, missing people, not letting people being shortlisted for promotion. That is one of the issues ASL is trying to address, that in year speech you heard him say that a month before promotion, all eligible candidates list should be forwarded to the Agricultural Science Council of Nigeria. Now, the SS, before that one, he had also said that he wants the nominal role of the council, and we are going to do, we call it verification. However, the verification is not just an ordinary verification exercise. What the council intends to do is to have a dashboard. Though dashboard would only be assessed by the chief executives, the ED himself and this. At a glance, if the ED was assigned to his total of the dashboard, either the meters or so, in summary, he will know the total number of his own staff. In summary, he will know how many of them are headquarters, how many of them are in each of his outstations. And he's going to get them by their qualifications categorized and everything. It's a software system, and that will give you an easier analysis. And even on the same dashboard, when he goes into the page, he will know in the next 2 years how many people are retired from Nihort, what are the levels of this, and so what short of staff you have in the next 2 years. It helps in planning, it helps in putting together things. And so all of these things will address, so that at the end of the day, this year, as it is in January, we already know how many number of people are supposed to be writing promotion this year from Nihort. Even if you're not able to categorize what levels they are, already by number, you know this. So if they are, even if they are presenting any list for you, once that list is short, you have an issue. So whosoever is that can easily go in there, check who are committed and why are they committed. So if they are reason for the omission, it must be clearly listed before anybody from here is going to present the promotion exercise. So we're hoping to use that system to address issues. And besides that, not just the issue of being committed, we have observed, particularly in some of our colleges, where some people are promoted when they have not reached their maturation years. And all of those things we intend to address with this system we are bringing up on board. So that is how we intend to address that through the dashboard. The issue of HND, now, you see, this is beyond just the council, because I think this issue have gone far beyond where we are, because it is not only our organization that have the issue. The issue is also at various organizations, so head of service is one candidate is. And I think it has gone to the National Council of Establishment and every other thing when they are having their meetings, and issues are there. So whatsoever it is the outcome of their discussion, ours is to adapt. But we cannot bring in new policy to say, okay, no, at the Arcn level, this is how we intend to handle this. But anyway, proposals are another issue we wish to develop separately, and I know not just us, different people and different pressure from different angles. But however, if they are able to win that, we will later adjust and take whatsoever it is that is passed to us. Now, the issue of condition and scheme of service. I remember sometimes 2 years or 3 now, they released a new condition of service, which the council rejected. Yeah. Now, that we have rejected that, it was agreed that, okay, we are going to do a system wide condition of service and scheme of service. The process started, I did Indonesia, and I'm sure with some of the union members involved in that exercise and process. Now, we came up with a draft, and when it was finally submitted to the head of service, he sent it back demanding for one thing. That this time around, they don't want to just assist them to have that combined condition of service where you only put individuals that refer to colleges and those that refer to the institutes. They want a solely well-designed condition and scheme of service for the research and a solely condition and scheme of service for the colleges, 2 separate ones. And then one for the council, like the council headquarters, so they did that 3 section of it. Yeah, there were challenges as at that time, and a lot of back and forth. But they were doing also that to punish back for the rejection of what they have released. Let me just be open here. But finally, we have gotten to it. Immediately, our executive secretary came over. He led us to a courtesy call, and we were at the head of service, and we had a lengthy discussion. And after that discussion, a window was opened for you to develop a new functional civil service, which I'm sure you are working on it, and unions and other staff will be involved in it when it is the time for them to be involved. But before the end of the year, we are going to have a brand new one. Nihort challenge. The fact is that I have Dr. Salagoya who will be there for witness. He represents the council at the Varietal Release Committee. Before he attended the last meeting of Varietal Release, I think there was an issue coming on that I want to release a new variety of tomato. That's true. Am I right? Okay, it was the third. And they wanted to release the commodity that is going to the charcoal here. So I think even at the variety release, it is very clear with them that if you are releasing any variety right now, it is the mandate institution that have that mandate for that. So that one is being addressed. I knew the rules, and I think we invited Nihort at that time during the last executive secretary. I rules that they want a regional mandate for tomato. And then we had a meeting. Like, yes, the council decided by its power and responsibility to review and also assign mandate. But we looked at it critically and said no to that for that period. And our the major reason why I think they are asking is that Nihort has not been releasing variety of tomato base. And when they said that, they also say demand. People have been coming to them as institutions to demand for tomatoes and also asking for what we have to do. If the demand is placed before you, send them to the right direction. We'll call the institutions to say, this is what our farmers are. And we assure you that even if there are needs for review, it is not just going to be done by Arcn and I secretly no. The fact that Nihort will be given that opportunity and chance to change while she continues to handle everything and capacity has. Because we felt the manpower development for such research, particularly for such quality, and business, and Nihort has put a lot of effort to train their staff in that aspect. So we wouldn't want also to allow that to shift into any direction. So I have more than enough in his hands to handle. So we push them to actually handle only their I think with this one, I have responded to actually what I was noted. So, the executive secretary, sir, I think with this, I have responded to most of this. Okay, career progression. Yeah, career progressions, by the time we have our new profession and scheme of service, it's going to address most of those challenges of career progression. Besides that, they are even unifying the managers within our institutions and colleges. I know some of the unions have come several asking for, I've seen how I've already done that, because I had you who are recent technologists. Now, some of the institutions, they see that which they are fighting it out now, they don't want to, they want to be addressed as technologists, which are not being done in some of the institutions. But with the new condition and scheme of service that is coming out, everything is spelled out. So whatsoever should be used in our own system will be very clearly there. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. I think it was straightforward. Just to cut not to waste too much of our time, I'll call on the head of Arcn. Oh, sorry, I think one of our guys wants to say something. Okay, right on, sir. Right on, sir.
My distinguished digital comrade and energetic ears. I started learning energetics in this our talk because I told you I didn't know. Because although the stage different, but yes, the energy is too high. And the zeal is very, very high. I want to use this opportunity because this is not everything we can sit down together in the office and be briefing inside. A lot has happened, especially when the distinguished lady was appointed. Ura, and my Asuri gentleman, it was not easy because they voted. And I thank God that God used me to intervene. And today, we have something to do. I just want to give you one glad tidings. A lot of you that have been agitating, technologists and instructors. There's the reason, we have got to the stage now that the disparity has been taken care of now. And the circular that is right now on my table, by the grace of God, when I get back this week, you all get the circular through your meeting. The circular is to remove the non-skipping directive. We have already normalized it now, so you can continue to enjoy your skipping. We in admin, we're always very short, so don't disclose what is not disclosable. So thank you very much. And I really appreciate your hospitality and the recognition.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Let me call on the Director of Admin for our vote of thanks.
Good afternoon. We're standing on the existing protocol. On behalf of my Executive Director, we call him Oyato Director. And members of the IMC and the entire staff of Nihort, so I want to say a big thank you for coming to visit us at this time, and you have not come alone. You have brought dignitaries from the Arcn to come here and see how well we are faring. And you have come with laudable plans for us, and we are glad, we are happy. We want to say that we will continue to put in our best to support the administration and also to contribute further to the full security drive of Mr. President. Sir, your coming is a moral booster for us, and you continue to hear good reports about Nihort. On this note, sir, on behalf of the whole Nihort, I say thank you once again. As you go back, God will grant you journey mercies. Amen. Thank you.
Sir, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And thank you, Mark, for the vote of thanks. Please, I want to enjoin the members of staff to just hold on a little bit while our other visitor will step up with the Executive Director. Okay. Management team to join the ED outside for the photograph. Yeah,